Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today we're going to solve another problem, which is intersection of two arrays. This problem is literally cool. Basically, what we are doing in this question, we just have to simply find the intersection between two arrays. Okay, so let's say in this one we have first array num1 and second array is num2. Okay, so they both are integer. They are mentioned over here, and we have to return their intersection. The question is just saying the same thing which I'm telling you. Okay, so if you carefully look at this question, so we found like this two is similar, this two is similar, so we have to return these two. Okay, and one more thing the question is saying, let's just say like in this question we have something like 4 9 and 4 9 as well. Okay, over here, so like we have 4 9 there as well, but we want only one time. Okay, because in this one it's appearing only one time, so we just only want one time. So now when I print, I can print like 4 9, or even I can print by 9 4. I can print like 4 9, or even I can print by 9 4. The order does not even matter. Okay, so I hope the question you understand like what the question is saying. Now let's talk about like how we'll solve this question. To solve this question, I will tell you two techniques for solving this, which one is sorting one, and another one is Hashmap. So now you will ask which one is good. They both are good, so you have to understand both of the techniques. Like for example, if this question appear in your interview, then you have two approaches to solve this question. So what's the difference in between them? So the both approaches are very simple. The thing is like only the time difference you will see in this one. Okay, so about the time difference I will talk when I will submit code. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's just start this problem. So what I will do, I will just first of all talk about sorting one. All right guys, let's just talk about sorting one. So how will we solve this problem? So first of all, what I will do, I will sort my array. I will sort my num1. So my num1 will become 1 1 2 2. Okay, and I will sort my, this is my num1. I will sort my num2. My nums2 will be it will be same, but still I have to sort it, because like for this test case it will fail if I don't sort it. Okay, now what I will do, I will put my I pointer over here. I will put my j pointer over, and I will put my k pointer over here as well. So what my k pointer will do, so what my k pointer will do, my k pointer will help to fill this array, like only the what element we have to print, so it will come in the starting one. Okay, let's just see how it will happen. So first of all, I will check which element is, are they similar? No, they are not similar. So is num1 is less than num2? Yes, it is less than num2. So what I will do, I will remove my I from over here. And my I will start now pointing over here. Now I will again check which one is smaller. So num2 is smaller. So what I will do, I will again increment my I from over here. My I will move over here. Now guys, is the time. What I will do, I will check, are they similar or they are small? They are similar. So what I will do, I will move my I, and I will move my j as well, and I will move my k as well. So what will happen, my 2 will come in the front. Okay, and it will move it from over here. Okay, and my I got incremented from over here. So my 2, like, let me erase it. So now how it will come, it will come something like this, 1 comma 1 comma 2. Okay, and now my I is over here, my j also move over here. All right guys, so I hope this thing is clear. So now what I will do, I will move my j from over here. So like I will check again, are they similar? Yes, they are similar. So what will happen, they will move it. Okay, so I forgot to move my k, so my k will come over here. So let me move it. My k is now pointing over here. Okay, now I will again increment. So like after increment, they will go out of the bound. So like I will just end my loop over here. So like I will increment my k, but I will increment my k. Now my 2 will come over here, and my 1 will become over here. So that's how what we'll get. Okay, so okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this thing is clear. It's very simple one. So it's a very simple sorting one, is simple. Now my I is pointing out, and my j is pointing out of the bound. So I will end my loop. Right guys, so now what I will do, I will just return only the starting values of my num1. So I hope so this question is like how we are doing this. Let's just code it without any further ado. That's the only thing arrived. So let me erase it, and let me type over here, this is our sorting one, so that you can see we are doing sorting one. Right, so what I tell you, like the first thing is, like if you don't understand the approach, don't worry, you will understand while I'm coding it. So first of all, my task is to sort the both array num1 and num2. Arrays dot sort nums1 and a arrays dot sort, and let me arrays dot sort nums2. Okay, okay, so this is, so we just sorted our array. Now what will happen, now I have to initialize my I, j and k. So I will initialize my I, j. So I is 0. Similarly my j is pointing at 0. Similarly my k is pointing at 0. Alright guys, Now I will run my while loop. I will check. I will only my while loop till my I is less than nums1. If like if my I cross the bound, if my I cross the array boundary, then I will simply come out of the loop. So I will say I less than nums1 dot length and j less than nums2 dot length. Alright, so I hope this thing is clear. Now what I will do, I will make my if condition. I will say if my nums1 of I is less than my nums2 of j. If that's so, then what I told you, I have to increment my I, because my I is smaller one, so I will increment it my I. Else if what will happen, if my, let's say my nums1 is bigger and nums2 is smaller, so my nums2 is smaller in this case. Okay, if that's the condition, then what I have to do, I have to increment my j. Yes, if you answer right, then that's the thing, I will increment my j over here. Alright guys, so now the final condition, if my nums1 I value is similar to my nums2 j value, then what I will do, then for that I will just simply make an else condition. As if that's the condition, then I will simply say increment in my nums1 k will increment, and similarly my I will increment as well. For nums1 I increment, and don't forget to increment j as well. Okay, like this we will do it. And finally return. Now what we have to return in this one, you will think, so we have to return only the first till from 0th index to kth index elements which are the similar one, which are helping in intersection. We will only return that. So for that, what I will do, I will use one method called arrays dot sort, no, arrays dot copy of range. Okay, from range, okay, from nums1 0 to k. That's all our code is, guys. So let me just give you a quick overview again what we did. So what I did, I just sort my nums1 and nums2. Okay, I sorted over here. Alright guys, now what I did, I point my I, which is pointing at my nums1, my j is pointing as nums2, my k is working for nums1. So my k helps in getting our result. Okay, so it will help in getting our result of intersection. So it is helping this one. Alright guys, now I will run only my loop till not it will get out of the boundary. Okay, so once it cross my array, once it get out of my array, then I will simply break my loop. Okay, now I will check if the value is smaller, if the nums1 value is smaller, then I will increment my I. If the nums2 value is smaller, then I will increment my j. If they are similar, if my nums value is similar to my nums j, then I will dump my value in my k and I will increment my I and j. Okay, and for that, like what we have to return it now over here, I have to return the first index value of my nums1. Okay, so the first index value means from the 0 to kth index. So my kth index can be anyone, depends on the test case. Okay, so from the nums1 from 0 to k. Alright guys, so that's the all code is. I hope this thing is clear. Let me just run my code. So let's see, is there any compilation error? And here we go. So it's accepting. Let me erase all of the things from over here. All right, let me just submit this one as well. And here we go. So it's going 98.76% and it was okay. So what's the time complexity, you will ask? The time complexity in this one, we are dealing with big O of n log n plus big O of m log m. Okay, because like we are sorting it and we are going for our every array every time. Okay, so now this is our time complexity, you will say. Now our space complexity is big O of n plus m. Okay guys, so I hope this thing is clear. Like the code is quite simple. The code is not too a big deal. Okay guys, so what else, like I can tell you about this? The space complexity can be various from O n plus m, and you can say like, or it depends on the condition. It can be of O log n as well plus log m as well, so it can be. Alright guys, so I hope this thing is crystal clear, like how we are doing it. So let me just erase this thing, and now we will talk about our Hashmap approach, our second approach, which is using Hashmap. Right, so let me just erase everything from over here. Alright guys, so now let's talk about like how we will use our Hashmap to solve this problem. So to solve this problem using Hashmap, what I will do, I will tell you, like we will use this same thing like this. Let's say I will note this test case. I will use the one beautiful test case. Okay, so I will send my nums is something like 1 2 2 2 3 4. Okay, so this is my nums1 test case, and my nums2 test case will be nums2 will be 1, not 1, I will say 2, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so let's say my task is something like that. Okay, now what I will do, I will draw a frequency map. What is frequency map, you will ask? Frequency map is nothing, it's just a hash map. The only thing it happen in this one, I will calculate the occurrence of a element. What did I mean by saying this? Let me just draw it. This is my nums1 frequency map. So I will first of all put my all the elements over here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now I will put my is how many is reoccurring. So how many times 1 is occurring? 1 is occurring only one time. How many times 2 is reoccurring? Is occurring 3 times, and 3 is occurring one time, and 4 is occurring one time. Okay, so that's what the frequency map is called. So it just check the frequency of the number, how many times it is coming in our array. Okay, so similarly for the nums2, what I will do, I will create one another frequency map. So for this one, I will say simply 2, 3, 5, because the value are 2, 3, 5 only. And how many times 2 is occurring is 2 times, 3 is 1 time, and 5 is 1 time. Alright guys. So guys, now what I will do, I will check it. I will check if my I will check and put I will check and get my minimum frequency. Okay, so what did I mean by saying this is, let's say like, is 1 is present anywhere in this one? No, 1 is not present anywhere in this one. Okay, so I will not go for 1. Okay, let me just change the color. Yeah. Okay guys, so now I am on my 2. Now I will check how many 2 is 2 is present in this one. Yes, 2 is present. I will now take its frequency. Okay, the its frequencies, I will take its minimum frequency 3,2, because I want the minimum frequency, because like, you know, in this one is 2 is present only 2 times, in this one 2 is present only 3 times. Okay, so I will get the minimum frequency so that I will get the intersection. Okay, so minimum this one. Okay, now what I will do, I will go for my 3. I will check, is 3 present? Yes, it is present. What is the frequency? 1. So I will take its frequency again, min 1, 1. Now what I will do guys, I will go for my 4. I will check, is it present? No, it is not present. Okay, and so we just end it over here. Now I will print according to the given frequency. So in this one you will see is of 2 and this is of 3. Okay, so in 2, how many times 2 is coming coming in the coming in min? So I mean, like, how many times min is counting of 2? It's only 2 times. The min is 2, because, you know, so I will print 2, 2 times. Okay, and 3 is 1, 1. So the frequency, the minimum is 1. So it will become like this, 2, 2, 3. So guys, I hope the question is clear, like how we will approach this. So if you still don't understand, don't worry, you will understand like why I will code it. So that's the very easy thing as well, using hash map, using frequency map. Alright guys, so let me just erase all of the things from over here. Okay, so I think the camera might be occurring. So what I will do, I will just simply take a snapshot, and okay, I will explain you one more time, don't worry, then I will just explain you one more time. Alright guys, so okay, it's over here now. I think everything is now visible to you, right? Okay, so what I did, I just take my num1 test. I'll take my this test case, which is in which 1 is occurring 1 time, 2 is occurring 3 times, 3 is occurring 1 time, 4 is occurring 1 time. Similarly, num2, 2 is occurring 2 times, 3 is occurring 1 time, 5 is occurring 1 time. I create the frequency map over here. I just put the how many times the frequency, how many times is coming over here as well. I'll check, is 1 occurring again? No. Is 1 occurring in nums2? No, it's not occurring. Is 2 is occurring in nums2? Yes, it is occurring. Now I will calculate, I will get this minimum frequency. So for that, I just put 3, 2. So over here the frequency is 3 and over here the frequency is 2. So I will get the minimum one. Okay, so because by this, like, only we can intersect now. So if you see, is getting 2 and is getting 2, right? So we just print 2 over 2 times. Okay, now I am on 3. So I will check, is my 3 is coming? Yes, it's coming. And what's the frequency? Frequency 1, 1. So the minimum is 1. Okay, so I will print 3 1 time. So if you see, my 3 is print 1 time. Okay, now I'm on 4. Is 4 is present? No, 4 is not present. So that's the all is. So we will just end our loop and we will get 2, 2, 3 as our final output. So guys, I hope now it is very clear, like how we did it, because I just re-explained it. If you still don't understand, don't worry, I will code it. You will understand definitely, believe me, because there is nothing impossible. You just have to watch the video carefully, and because like time takes, man. Alright guys, so let's just start our hash map. So I will put hash map over here. Alright guys, okay, so what I will do, first of all, my job is to create an answer list. Okay, so list of integer where I will get my answer. Integer, I will say answer. Okay, new linked list. Alright guys, now what I will do, I will create my hash map. So I will create my map which is of integer comma integer. I will call it map1 new hash map. Alright guys, so I hope this thing is clear what I'm doing. Similarly, I will create one map for my second array. So map alright guys, so I will call it map2 new hash map. Alright guys, now what I will do, I will run a for loop for my array nums1. Okay, so for that I will say for int I 0 I less than nums1 dot len I plus 1. Now guys, by doing what will happen, by doing this I will get my frequency map for my nums1 array. Okay, so I will get over here, so I will say map1 dot put. Alright guys, so I will say over here nums1 of ith index value and get its frequency. So for the frequency, what I will say, map dot get or default. So this is the Java built-in method to get the frequency. Okay, so nums1 of comma 0 and plus 1. Alright guys, I hope this thing is clear. Similarly, I will do this thing for my map2 as well. Okay, so nums2. So I will just simply copy and paste it. So to save the time, let me just change their values to 2. Alright guys, map2 nums2 over here. Alright, so by doing this, like what this line of code is saying. Okay, so if you look at over here, this is saying if the value is coming first time, then put it as 1. If it is coming, if it is recurring, it's coming again. Okay, then it increases frequency by +1. Just add +1 to increase its frequency. That's what this line of code is saying. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear. Okay, now what I will do, I will get my frequency. So for that, what I will say for integer, I will call it key. I will use map1. You can either use map2 to get the frequency. I will use map1. So I will say map1 dot key set. Right. Now in this one, what I told you to get my frequency, I will use my minimum one. So for that, I will say if map2 dot contains key. So it means like if my map2 is similar to my map1, has the same value, then what I will do, I will get the minimum frequency from that. For that, I will say int min equals to math dot min. What I will do, I will say map1 dot get key comma map2 dot get key. Okay, so by doing this, I will get my minimum one. Okay, now what else I have to do? I have to put this thing in my answer list as well. Okay, so for that, what I will do, I will say while min tends to 0, answer dot add its key. Okay guys, so I will I will get my by this line of code, I get my minimum value. So and I will return my answer over here. So I will put in my answer list. Okay, so like for example, like I get 2,3. So from over here, that now I put in my answer list and I will return it. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear, like what I'm doing over here. So now what I will do, I will come out of this loop and I will create one array list. I will create one array for this one. Okay, which will be of size new int answer dot size. Okay, the size will be over here, like this. Okay, because like I have to return this thing in the form of array now. That's why I did this. Now I will run a for loop for that to put my answer to put my answer list in my array. Okay, so I will say for int I 0 I less than answer dot size I plus plus. Alright guys, I hope this thing is like what I'm doing over here. Now what I will do, I will say result of I is equals to what will be answer dot get what answer dot get I. Alright guys, and finally return my result. That's all our code is. So let me just run it and I will explain you each line of code once again. Okay, we are getting something over here. Okay, I forgot to put their value. So this is map 1 and this is map 2. Okay, compilation error happens, so don't worry about that, right? And it's accepting. All right guys, so before submitting, let me just explain you again what I did. I create my answer list where I will store my answer. Okay, I create two frequency map, which is map 1, map 2. So map 1 will work for nums 1 and map 2 will work for nums 2. Okay, so similarly I get my frequency from over here by using this for loop. Over here I will get my, I'm getting my minimum frequency, and I'm putting in my answer list, which I create over here. Okay, I'm putting my answer list. Now what I'm doing, I have to create my array list to I have to create my array to get my answer. Okay, so for that I'll just create result. Okay, result array, so in which I'm putting the size value of answer or size, and I'm running a for loop for that to put the value in my result. Okay, and I'm returning my result over here. That's all the code is, guys. I hope this thing is very clear. Like, this is a very simple one. I did my best to explain you guys, believe me. And let me just submit this code as well. So let's see. And here we go, guys. So guys, you see in this one, there's like, it depends on server load, don't worry. But in this one, we are dealing with the time complexity very good. The time complexity is big O of n plus m. Alright guys, and the space complexity in this one we are dealing with similar, big O of n plus m. So guys, I hope the question is clear, like what I'm doing over here. So if you still have any doubts, then just do let me know in the comment section, and I will suggest you to watch this video again if you still don't understand like what I'm doing over here. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this video. If you like this video, then please do hit the like button, because this is a very good explanation. I try my best. I don't think so like you will find any good explanation more than this. If you find this, watch it. Otherwise, like, just like this video. Alright guys, so thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care, bye bye, and I love you guys. Believe me, I love you, man. Bye bye.